Street Fighter 6. Fighting round. Online, greatest match. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Nothing but air for the impact. That was a solid anti-air. What are these fighters thinking now? All right, what's coming up next? Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Misses the drive impact. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Takes a trip, charges forward. Still scrapping for control of the space. One chance here may end this match. All right, what's coming up next? Moses with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Was hungry for the grab. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Flushes that off and keeps going. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Triple G Drive doing the business. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player one is in a pretty good situation with there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway. Let's go!
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Jump in finds the mark. Gets a chance with that jump in. Goes for an overhead. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. The jump in is denied. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Barely blocks the jump in. She's right kick for a mix-up. They're laying into each other. There's a change of sides. Please, parry. Risky up-close scrap still going. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Impact squashed. Jumps. What's next? Excellent block. Long critical. What's gonna happen? Yo, are they actually dead?
Sit down and shut up!
What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Holds out with the block. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shoots off a fireball up close. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Medium kick hits. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Stings them with the Shikusen. Knockout and... Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Hits them with a stop and pop. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 1 with the rhythm. Finishes with the crow. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to buff up while they can. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Blocks the jump in. No good up high. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Big throws. Medium kick. Still slugging it out at this range. They return to center stage. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without looking to impress with this sweeper. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Shippo Jinrai doing the business. Going in, player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. Throws a fireball. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous overhead attack. Jinrai gotta do better than that. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Kisses the fireball. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Gets a risky buff in. Saihasho to start something? Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Connects with medium. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Will this connect with the throw? Player 1 can't let this sim burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 is yo, rock super hit. Excellent read. Sakai Fuasai. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. The shot pays off. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. No heavy. No good up high. Still slugging it out here. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Getting into bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Gets the jump in there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks? Jumps up. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Still slugging it out at this range. Both fighters planning something? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Medium kick hits. Shoryuken zones with the fireball. They're going for the super art? Excellent read. They must have a game to... Ooh, does them dirty. A real test of nerves here. Wipe the low block. Huge chance after that wall spot. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 can't got amazing, never say die attitude got them the win. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Medium kick. Lots of aggression from both sides. Knockdown. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Overhead. The pressure is so intense here. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Experiencing burnout. Projectile, smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight!
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Gets the jump in. Gets the knockdown, and now neither of them willing to back off. Medium kick. Jumps up. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. A quick breather. Connects with medium kick. Life lead is there, but slow heavy. Wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round! Fight!
Excellent block. Final, the low kick hits. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Barrel reads the throw and escapes. We're just getting started here. They're going for the super arc. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. The super connects. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Low heavy. All the throw connects. What are they gonna do? The low kick hits. Keeps them out. A real test. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Drive is back. Are you kidding me? Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. This can lead to some big damage. Changes things up with an overhead. Hits them with a stopping power. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. The grab misses. The low heavy hit. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Great work finding the opening. Projectile to try and change the situation. Holds out with a block. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Gets KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Jumps? Shinrai kick for a mix-up. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Shows a medium kick, knockdown, and drive gauge management here is going to be vital. What'll happen here? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Not much life difference. Both fighters have a full super anti-air in the butt. Rushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Somehow manages to block the jump in. And whiffs. They're wide open. Oh my God. What drives it back misses. Player 2 wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round! Fight!
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Keeps them out. Close range projectile. Both fighters are raring to go. Low heavy. The match just started. Rushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 can't use, crowns him from above. Ooh, what a smart throw. Turns out. The low kick hits. This is gonna hurt. Taps him on the toe. Nothing. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Come on now, let me hear you say it.
Sit down and shut up!
Shinryu. Repa. Player 2 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Who are they swinging at? Player 1 can't use any drive moves.
a new challenger.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Getting a punish counter like that is how you want to start a round. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Backs them into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. Difficult situation for a throw. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Shoots off a fireball up close. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Knockdown. Brushes off the impact. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. They need to rely on they're going for the super art. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate hits him with a stopping bomb. Jumps in. The throw misses. Pops him with a shoulder. Blocks him. Smart play to stop the opponent. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and brushes that off and keeps going. They must have a game plan here with an excellent block. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match. KO. Player 2 is the last fighter standing. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Flashes him. Gets the jump in. They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Nothing but air for the impact. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. All right, what's coming up next? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
How's this? Sneaks in above. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Let's off a projectile to waste time. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Looking for a chance. Decides to meet them in the air. Picks a good spot to use the super. Gets the... just goes for it at this range. Are we going to see a comeback here? Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. What are they going to do? Okay, nobody blink. So, what's next? Keeps them out. There's a drive impact. There's a burnout. What's next? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Wraps it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Start drops that off. Solid anti-air. Ooh, what a smart blow. Reads the jump in perfectly. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Okay, here we go. Presses for a reaction with the fireball. They're taking a step back. Oh, sniped. Connects with the throw. Both top. Over in a flash. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Great match. Choose a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jump move. Lots of aggression from both sides. Backs them into the corner. The combo's there. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Decides to buff up while they can. Sticks the combo. Did well to get the buff in there. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. This is the perfect range to hit them with a stop and pop. There's the impact. Not letting that go on. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Saihasho gets a risky buff in. Saihasho to start something? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Misses the grab. Brushes that off and keeps going. A jump. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Shinrai? They push their way out of the corner. Closing moments of the match. Tap them on the toe. What a finish! That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Backs them into the corner. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. The jump in is denied. Players, hold your breath. No more drive gauge. Takes a trip. Player 2 doesn't. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1 creates a. They kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reactions there.
That's right.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight.
Pokes with a medium kick. Gets the jump in. Goes low. That attack landed for a counter hit. Uses the gauge for a super arm. The Kaisen Dankai Raku connects. They're gonna score huge damage off of this. Oh, let's go. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Saihasho to start something? Player 2 holding on to that corner and KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Give me a little bit more.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive 10 enemy. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Lots of foo hop. This can lead to some big damage. Okay, nothing stops this train. Player 1 crowns him from above. What a parry!
Bring in the heat.
Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Shows a medium kick. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Flips him up. Sticks the jump in. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Taking stock. Neither of them willing to back off here. Had the radar up and running. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. What'll happen? Exterior KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Decides to buff up while they can. Hits him with a stop and bop. Still very early in the round. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Gets out of there with a back down. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call.
That felt good, didn't it?
They're not dead. In there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deftly shuts out the jump in. Gets a chance with that jump in. The combo's there. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Lots of aggression from both sides. Takes a trip. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Solid throw tag. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Feeling out the spacing. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. They gotta take advantage of this drive differential. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. What'll happen here? Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Overdrive cannon spike. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the court. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for a super art. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody hits them with a stop and bop. Jinrai kicks for a mix-up. Drive impact misses. Sure you can. This is the ideal range. He finds the target. Chases him down. Closing moments of the match. Want super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Doesn't set them low. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Solid anti-air. Jump meets them air to air. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. This is gonna hurt. Checks with nothing. chunks out of each other. Drops them hard. Both avoiding the wall like a plague. What's next? Gotta do better than that. The drive impact doesn't work. Drops them from the air. Close range crowns them from above. Raw super hard incoming. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. I can't believe it. Drive impact misses. Only a throws. Do they gamble something here on a drive move?
You're in my way.
All the throw connects. Oh, see, giving them food for thought. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
The top player.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Puts one in the pocket.
Shoryuken.
Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Both fighters are barely alive. One chance here may end this match. Going in, the low heavy connected? Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Time for a drink. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Hits him with his free flow. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Scrap experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of foot. They're going for the super arc. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Good job escaping that dangerous corner secret. Oh, burnout triggered. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good and easy. This can lead to some big damage. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Happy hour. The last smart play to stop the opponent there. Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Clutch, anti-air. Solid anti-air. It'll be interesting to see how they decide to fill up. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready. Both fighters have a full drive gauge on deck. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Okay, here we go. Looking for a hole. Close range projectile. Watching each other carefully. All in with a rush. Free flow strikes. Player one is on the brink of disaster. Amazing. This can lead to some big damage. Taps him on the toe. He catches out of a Shippujinrai. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta read the jump in perfectly. No one could have called that. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let's go! Bring
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? No good up high. Knockdown. Blocks the jump in. Tons of drive and health to work with. Goes for the fireball. Super meter is looking there right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. This is a real back and forth match for some. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Neither of them willing to back off here. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The jump in is denied. Looking to impress with this super. Shippujinrai hits. Good damage off from there. Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. In there. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Jump. Goes for the throw. There's a change of size. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Grabs and throws him. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Here, blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. They're going for the super art. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps in. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Aims for the shins. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Jumps. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Fights back with authority. A jump anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? They're sitting on a connect with the throw. Both sides getting ready. All the throw connects. Player 1 is in a very good curls him from above. Super art to show up what our PhD and fighters can do for you. Get your plates ready. Damage is off. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Close range projectile. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? This is it! Oh, kisses the fireball! Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money!
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Nowhere to run.
Don't expect me to. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Finds the time to squeeze in above. No good up high. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the throw. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Tons of drive and health to work with. Solid combo. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. They both showed their hands a little bit. so they must be thinking of a counter. Zones with the fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Medium kick hits. Gets a risky bump in. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Knockdown and a real opt for the critical arm. Sure, he's going to a dark place. Kaisen Dakai Raku.
Such a lovely face.
Look at the damage. Back into the corner. What set up risky play closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Open with a jump in. The Shinkusen. Backs off. Does he that overhead attack? Drops them from the air. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this anti-air in the clutch. Sees the overhead coming. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Okay, here we go. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Both sides getting ready. Nothing stops this train. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Shifuji Rekatsu. This is gonna take a chunk. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Shakes things up with a fireball. Fights back with authority. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? What now? Jumps! Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Can they use the projectile hits? Fantastic positioning on show during that round. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, pop that!
First practice. Training. Rangers hut.
Are y'all tired of playing the sidelines? Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up for the fight of
Smart
my life.
choice.
Show 'em what I got, 'cause you know it's my time.
Sure thing. Let's dance.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
We gotta do this. Come on.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. The super armor does its job. All right, what's coming up next? They hit each other. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Where's their opening? Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Goes low. Holds out with the block. Player 1 can build off this lead. Goes for the jump in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Uses the target combo as a filler. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Jumps in. Sets up with the jump in. Scuffle. Flashes it. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Burns out. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Down. Shut up. Closes it out.
Yeah! You can't beat me!
Final round. Fight.
Decides not to rush in without a plan. Nice fireball. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? A quick breather. What'll both players do without a super to lean on? Taking chunks out of each other here. Doing some quick planning? Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Quick medium poke. Close range projectile. Keeps them out. Quick dash. Both sides getting ready. Jump tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Pokes with a kick. Nothing stops this train. This is a bad situation to be in. The drive gauge is screaming for more intense. Huge chance after that wall splat. Sticks out a burnout, but they may have a plan here. I can't believe it. Denies the jump in. Opens them right up. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This could lead to some big damage. Jumps in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 2 chases them down. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Holds out with the block. Takes a trip. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Whiffs the throw. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Combo with the target combo. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Lashes him. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Hits with the overhead. Good instinct to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. They trade, uses the gauge for a super arm. Shippo Jinrai hit. Good damage option there. Going in? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Shoryuken attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Pumps the brakes on the impact. This can lead to some flatlines zone. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Flashes him. That barely connected, but it still counts. Deal some damage with that quick combo. The jump in is denied. Overhead. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Taking stock. Player two, KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That drive impact doesn't get through. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Goes low. Player two will look to apply pressure here.
Gotcha!
Jumps up. A quick breather. Brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Shippo Jinrai hits. Good damage option there. Player one in there. Player two is the last fighter standing.
Here comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. What are they thinking here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Shoots off a fireball up close. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Nice tech. So they break forward to pressure who takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Takes a trip in there. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Strings it all together. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Zones with the fireball. Okay, creating some space here. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are burnout activates. Brushes that off and keeps going. Smart play with the throw. They're going for the super art. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. Ooh, snap kick sends him solid anti-air. Looking for, reads the jump in perfectly. A super art. Impact squash. Jumps. Oh, yo, raw super hit. Oh my, medium kick. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Stars drops him hard. The last round. It's now or never. Throws a fireball. Player two didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Sets up with the jump in. Reads the jump in perfectly. Anti-air in the clutch. Who will force the other's hand? So, what's next? Adds a bit of OD spice there. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? This is gonna be bad news. Red super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. What now? What will they do next? Clutch, anti-air. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Nice, but gotta do better than that. Impact squash. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. gets into perfect fireball range. And yo, rock super hit! Both sides getting ready, looking for a hold. They're using a fire, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Hope burns out. Who were they swinging at? Ugh, that was a magical shot. Player one survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This is gonna hurt. Brushes that off and keeps going. Zones with the fireball. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Player one has the life lead.
How's this?
Trying to read each other here? No good outright. Beautiful setup with that attack. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Throws them to negate the block. Will this super art connect? Throws them. What's next? Takes a trip. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. A quick breather. Throws a fireball. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Brushes that off and keeps going. Brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? How will this impact things? Medium kick hits. Checks them with a projectile. Player two has the meter lead. Took him to the corner. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Shoryuken? Nice counter. Still slugging it out at this range. Both fighters planning something? Zones with the fireball. Barely blocks, hits them with a stop and bomb. Looking to impress with this super. Knockdown and digs in deep to get that drive in. Are we gonna see him come? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Player one, will this super art do anything? Here comes the corner press. No! Send up the wall! That was the highest if I've ever seen it. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Shakes things up with a fireball. This is gonna hurt. Kicks out the drive impact doesn't work. Even fishing to get meter is risky in this game. Sets up with the jump in. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. There's a burnout. Player one in dire straits reads the jump in perfectly. They're in range. Solid anti-air. Presses for a reaction with an excellent block. Drops them. Drives it back, misses. Throws them. Amazing. Not so fast. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Dangerous range here. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Chucks a fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Player one can't use any drive. Sets up with the jump in. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. They can't get hit here. The shot pays off. Player two showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Solid anti-air. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Still very early in the round. Trying to read each other here? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Trips him up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for the throw. What are they thinking here? Starts off zoning with fireball. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must hit them with a stop and bop. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. What'll happen here? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Sure you can? A quick breather. Big throws. Goes for the jump-in. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Burn out, but they may have a plan here. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting. This is gonna hurt. Excellent block. Super art. Bring in the heat. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. In, Ryu, Ripper. The super connects. Drives and back misses. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 knocked them out of the air. What are they gonna... And whiffs! They're wide open. How's this? Dragon Lash! Nothing stops this train. Player 2 is gonna get... They are done! Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
Challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets a chance with that jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. No good up high. Player 1 with the life lead. Uses the parry. Goes for the drive rush there. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Takes a trip. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? In a dire situation. They can't get some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps up. Who's going to start things off? Medium kick hits. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Jumps. Goes for the jump in. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Going in. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Player 1 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. Whoa! Critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Good anti-air. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. The throw misses. Combo with the target combo. Long low attack hits. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Low heavy for the win. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight!
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shoots off a fireball up close. Still very early in the round. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Jump. Jumps in. Barely hits him with a stopping pop. Jumps up. Goes low. Player 1 KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets the jump in. The low! Reads the throw and escape! Both players look for something to work with, but neither drops that off! Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Cashes out of a Shippujira! Both sides getting ready! Player 2 needs to take advantage of this cage disparity. Okay, here, ooh, what a smart blow! Takes the low! A punish counter sets the table! Just smothering them with blows to rain on their parade! This kind of violence is a beautiful thing! The next touch may decide this round. Pumps the brakes on the impact! Ugh, take a seat! What a sick punish counter!
Chun-Li.
Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Throws him. What's next? Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Decides to create some distance to start. Gets the knockdown, and now can't tech the throw. Player 2 hits them with a stop and pop. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. What'll happen here? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Medium kick. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in. Player 1, oh my god, they just choked it up. Life lead is there, but still shoots their shot. Punish counter on reaction. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Throws him down. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. Grabs him. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Can't tech the throw. Takes a trip. That drive impact doesn't get through. Throws him. What's next? Life lead opens up. Scrapping it out up close. That drive impact is blocked. Gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sees it coming and blocks it out. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block. Sure you can? Neither of them willing to back off here. Grabs them. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Goes low. Full SAO cycle uppercut puts them on the ropes. G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 2, throw is denied. What a read! Excellent block. Are we gonna see a comeback here? G-right? In with the cross-up. Sticks out a kick. They're taking a step back to slow impact. Squash. Shakes things up with a fireball. Punish counter on reaction. They gotta dig down deep here. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Sit down and shut up! Closes it out!
Yeah. Final round.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Who's going to steal this win? Jump? Oh, they're in the corner now. No, oh, snipe! Player 1 is working with a bed, drops him hard. Reads the throw and escapes. Solid anti-air. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on things. Catches them. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What's next? They are in nothing stops this train. Player 2 sets up with the jump in. Amazing. Ooh, what a smart throw. Something nasty's coming with the psycho cannon. Throws them. Oh, here we go. No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. Player 2 distantly to some big damage. No one could have called that. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jump. A parry. Checks with a medium kick. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Gets the jump in. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Taking stock. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers can turn this around in their favor. KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Grabs him. Projectile to try and change the situation. Pops him with a shorty. Still scrapping for control of the space. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. G-right kick for a mix-up. Jumps up, big throws. Quick breather. Shows the medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters planning something? Player 1, this is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Quick medium pump, excellent block. Solid anti-air. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Anti-air in the clutch. Only a little bit of drive and tries to act quickly but twists the attack. Can they use their resource. There's a burnout. Denies the jump in attempt. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Who's going to steal this win? Jump! Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Keeps him out. Connects with the throw. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1, huge chance after that wall splash. Punish counter sets the table. Oh, here we go. Nothing stops this train. All the throw connects. What's next? Taking chunks out of each other here. Nice fireball. Whoa, what a smart play. Ugh, take a seat. Excellent block. In attack range. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. They are done! Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gets the jump in. Goes low. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The counter is blocked. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Projectile to try and change the situation. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Shows a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Pops him with a shorty. Looking for a chance. Hits him with a stop and bop. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. A quick breather. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Looks to add more pressure by parrying the projectile. Gets the jump in. Uses the gauge for a super arm. What'll happen here? Player 1 throws him. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. What now? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Doesn't set the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final sets up with the jump in. Connects with medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Still plenty of time. Ooh, what a smart throw. A quick breather. In with the crosser. Jinrai kick for a mix. Cross super hard incoming. The parry. Gives the ribcage some TLC. Baron Rick goes to the air. Reads the throw and escapes. Medium kick. The Jinrai? Gotta do better than that. Jump! This is gonna hurt. Oh my, the throw tech. Can they use wall splat into the guard break? Stop! The pressure is building now that Psycho closes it out. That was Texas Tech 10 as you're gonna get in a fight.
A new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Nowhere to run.
Don't expect me to be a...
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Tons of drive and health to work with. Who's gonna make a move? Who's gonna break the silence first? Both sides looking for an opening. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Deftly shuts out the jump in. Jump in finds the mark. Below heavy hits. Still slugging it out here. Player 2 chases them down. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive 10 energy. Still slugging it out at this range. They hit them with a stop and bop. Shoryu! Amazing! Raw super hard incoming. Sakai Fuhasan! What now? Player 1 flipping the chisels them down. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. They are letting it solid anti-air. Drops them hard. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Will this super art do anything? Bring in the heat. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Escape the yo, raw super here. Quick medium poke. Amazing. Somehow manages to block the jump, taps him on the dome. What's this? A real raw super hard incoming. Sakai Fuhasan! Okay, here we go. Are you kidding me? Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick pumps the brakes on the impact. Backs away. Not about that BFF lifeline. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good, perfect execution and gameplay, nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Anthony! Both fighters want hits him with a stop and bop. Jumps? Which way you gonna block? Uses the gauge for a super art. Goes for the Sakai Fuhasan! Vintage jury! What'll happen here? Player 1 poke crowns him from above. Getting up close and personal. And whips! They're wide open! What now? Player 2 wraps it up with a throw! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Jumps in. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Shoryuken? Super art? What? Plus anti-air. Here comes a big, solid anti-air. Takes them up. Both top drops them hard. There's an overhead. Player 1 has a drive and back misses. Noticeable life lead is a come so fast on the air throw. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Oh, but you're grounded. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Good anti-air. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Nothing but air for the impact. Still slugging it out here. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. She adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Barely blocks the jump in. There's the impact. Not letting that go. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Solid anti-air. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Blocks it. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Player 1 threads it cleanly. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Goes for the fireball. Puts one in the pocket. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. Neither of them willing to back off here. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Takes a trip. Can't tech the throw. Dashes up. Goes for it all, but just misses. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Blocks it. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The jump in is denied. Drops him with a shoryu. Still slugging it out at this range. Medium kick. A trade, but they're not worried. What'll happen here? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. A jump? Ooh, does them dirty. Are we gonna see a perfect execution with the anti-air? Both fighters uses their drive flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Jump! Shows the medium kick. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. This can lead to some big damage. Okay, here we go. Player 2 is in a bit. Oh my god, they just choked it up. All in with a rush. Takes them up. Oh man, this is a scary race. More fuel for the fire. Took them up. There's a burnout. What now? Look at Meaty. Noticeable life lead is a... They didn't take the throw? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
Versus online. Custom room.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. That was a solid anti-air. Throws him down. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. The impact gets blocked. What are these fighters thinking now? Opts for the throw. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into some KO? Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Medium kick hits. Checks him with the projectile. Looking for a chance. Going in. Player one has a slight life lead. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Pops him with a shoryu. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Gets the jump in. Hits him with a stopping block. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Burnout activates. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like their weight sets up with the jump in. Pumps the brakes on the impact.
Bring in the heat!
Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. The super connects. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. He cashes out on a Shippujinra. Player two is in a very good spot now. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Both sides getting ready. Player one is looking at it, reads the jump in perfectly. What are they gonna do? And whiffs! They're wide open! How's this? Dragon Lash! Shrugs that off! That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. It is over! Player one showed they are truly the best of the best. It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Gotta do this. Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Scores a punish counter right off the bat. What a read. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Player one with the life lead.
How's this? Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Feeling out the spacing.
Hadouken!
Blocks the jump in. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Wada takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Throws him to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player one in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. KO! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Hits them with a stopping block. Heats it up with a combo into super. Seeing how that round wound up very close, how will both sides tackle the next? Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. They quickly get... There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Jump? Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Fireball into the corner. Then brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Both fighters planning something? This is gonna be bad news. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Scared money don't make no money. Changing all for the Shinryu Rippa.
Shut up! I've had enough.
Player 1, will this super art do anything? Player 2, rare chance here. They gotta do something. Wow, read the... No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Can't beat me.
Final round. Fight!
Nice fireball. Sets up with the jump in. Checks with a meaty pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 2 comes back from the brink. Can they keep this focus? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Player 1 is with clutch anti-air. What are they gonna do? Reads the jump in perfectly. Nice fireball. Gotta do better than that. Knocked them out of the air. Throws them. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Player 1 can't use any drive moves. This can lead to some big damage. Answers with a fireball. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? The shot pays off. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match.